If you guys want to get the cheapest shark cards and other games at major discounts, be sure to check out G2A with the link in the description and use code BOSS for an extra discount. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. Now, in today's Q&A video, we've got a lot of questions somewhat regarding the future of Grand Theft Auto Online. When are we going to get a new DLC? Is there one going to be announced? The state of GTA and Grand Theft Auto Online, and a whole lot more. It should be a pretty great one. If you want to get involved in the next one, all you have to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm doing a Q&A video, and your question might be featured in the next one. But of course, without the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so our first question comes from Lord Siminuk, and he tweets at me, do you think the adult items found in the files will have anything to do with an upcoming DLC? Hashtag AskBoss. So there's always the possibility that things we find in the files could be used later on. I mean, they're in the game, so Rockstar can freely use them whenever they want. However, with these set of items, like what sort of DLC could they possibly add? The only way I could see something like this being added was for more cutscene missions, which would likely include a single player DLC. Again, that's the only time I could ever see something like that being used. The other thing could be if like your character went crazy. Again, that would have to involve like some sort of single player DLC. I'm not going to show the items in this video. Essentially, they're a bunch of adult and kind of sexy items that can be found, like whips and chains and, very luxury velour beds that you might see in something like a strip club. Or it might be for some sort of new interior Rockstar were to add. There was an adult store in Grand Theft Auto 4 that had many of the items that were found within the files of Grand Theft Auto 5. So they might be leftovers, they might have been cut items from Grand Theft Auto 5 story mode, or they might be saved for a future DLC. Is there an absolute possibility? Yeah, there is. However, I'm not sure how much of it is cut and how much of it is used in just very rare moments by the characters in game. Because I know Amanda DeSanta has very similar items, and if you run into her room, you'll see her doing something. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. So I think that it may be left over for that, but who knows what sort of DLC Rockstar would do with those adult items. I think it could lead to some pretty interesting cutscenes, but as far as implementing it into a DLC, I'm really not too sure. Our next question comes from Giveaway Guy 24, and this is one that was asked by a lot of people. So Giveaway Guy was just the one who got his question in the video. He tweets, will Rockstar announce a May DLC? And if so, when do you think they will? Hashtag AskBoss. So yeah, we've all been expecting Rockstar to announce a May update. And for the first 2 weeks, they've kind of, dropped the ball a little bit in terms of announcing something new. We've gotten 2 new update weeks. One of them was obviously In and Out week. Now this new one is Time Trial week. I think Time Trial week is the better of those 2. But still, this isn't the sort of content we need. I made a video the other day that the next Grand Theft Auto Online DLC needs to be game-changing and huge because we've been in this drought for so long of not having really any game-changing content. So as far as will Rockstar announce a May DLC, I am not sure. The only thing we know, because the new In and Out adversary mode has already been released, is that there's new VIP missions, challenges, and works in the files, and a new contact. After that, we don't know anything. We don't know the theme. We don't really know the content. I know there isn't a major holiday coming up, maybe Memorial Day, and honestly, that's about it. There really isn't anything big or crazy coming up in terms of a global or national holiday, at least to my knowledge. However, getting back to the second part of your question, which was when do you think they will? Well, honestly, they are running out of time. This new update week, the one that's Time Trials week, it is going to be ending on May 12th. Meaning that if Rockstar is to announce a new DLC, it looks like the earliest we would maybe even hear about it could be Friday the 13th, which would be kind of interesting. You guys know how people feel about Friday the 13th, and maybe a release on May 17th, which is a Tuesday. Now that, of course, is pure speculation by me and just guesses that I've come up with, and from previous knowledge of when Rockstar likes to announce updates, which is typically on a Tuesday. But lately, Rockstar have gotten in the pattern of, like I said, just announcing these update weeks Friday after Friday after Friday. So we really are going to have to see. Hopefully they break the trend and actually announce a new DLC. I think that would be awesome, and I think the community would be looking forward to that as well. That's a great segue into our next question, which comes from Hyper Miles, who tweets at me, how do you think the GTA 5 community will react if Rockstar keeps up with these update weeks? I already think you're seeing the backlash of this update. Like I mentioned in previous videos that I've done, if you just go on Rockstar's Twitter account or their Facebook or their Newswire, whenever they announce something, especially recently, that doesn't really seem to be in the best interest of the community, the comment section is so visceral. It's like, where's the DLC? We're sick of lowriders. We're sick of adversary modes. This update sucks. What are you guys doing? And I'm seeing some of the same things in my comment section because many of the same people that leave, negative or angry comments on Rockstar's page will leave them on my page expressing their disconcern too. So I think that the community is upset only because we as a whole are so passionate about Grand Theft Auto. In 2015 ended with such a bang. We got lowriders, we had executives and other criminals. The holiday Christmas DLC of 2015 was incredible. And as I mentioned in previous videos, 2016 has been very lackluster in terms of really just Benny's vehicles, lowriders, and adversary modes. And it's been like that for about the last 5 months. So I think it really is time to do something new. And if Rockstar keeps up with these update weeks, I think you're going to see a lot of the community start to go to a bunch of other games. We're already starting to see that with a bunch of new summer games coming out. No Man's Sky, you obviously got the first-person shooters coming out in fall. And I know that's a long way away, but Rockstar, I think, needs to do something big to really regain the retention of maybe some of the audience they lost over the past few weeks with lowriders and only adversary modes. All right, this next question I actually want you guys to answer too. It comes from Harry. He tweets at me, if you had the ability to put one new GTA Online feature in, what would you put in and why? Hashtag AskBoss. So once again, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section on what you think. And I'm tempted to put something like tangible in that would be really cool, whether it's like the casino or stock market or actual mansions. But I'm also tempted to do like a server update where Rockstar fixes the servers, or I guess this is me. If I had the ability to put one thing in the game, I would tell them to fix the servers, meaning to cut down on loading times, to make sure that lobbies worked appropriately, to make sure that we could get like a sandbox mode or a sandbox server where we weren't impacted or restricted by the various rules or consequences of other lobbies. So I think that would be a very cool update. It would either be that or, like I mentioned earlier, something tangible like the casino, stock market, or something we could get our hands on and physically do in game. But I think this question is more interesting given to you guys because I'd like to hear all the crazy things you come up with in the comment section. Up next, we got a question from Sensational67654. Who tweets at me, with the GTA servers going down for around 20 hours, do you expect a big DLC to come in GTA Online? So I don't think that the server going down was anything to do with Rockstar wanting to add a new update in the game. I don't know what it is, but it is definitely something on Rockstar's end. We talked about that pretty much the day after it came out, that GTA Online went down for nearly 20 hours with no explanation from Rockstar. And I don't think it has anything to do with their server maintenance. I don't think it has anything to do with their DLC. I just think it's the continuing server issues of Grand Theft Auto Online, which I've stated is the Achilles heel of Grand Theft Auto Online. Whether it's loading into a server, trying to join friends, it's crazy how bad the servers are at times. It's just insane. So does it mean a new DLC is coming soon? No, not necessarily, although QA Beta and QA Beta 2 have been getting updates recently. And of course, with Rockstar's recent planned server maintenance, it is possible that that's maybe something they were working on in terms of a server style update, or maybe even a big DLC where we will see tangible content like cars, clothing, and more. All right, and our final question comes from John. He tweets at me, do you think there could be an Ill-Gotten Gains Part 3 and Part 4 this summer? Hashtag AskBoss. All right, so I think John is asking this because in the summer of 2015, Rockstar released Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2. And my opinion, as far as like just standard DLCs go, those were probably one of the best. You know, we obviously got new supercars and sports cars, and there were a bunch of new luxury items. I think there were some ridiculous things in those DLCs, like the golden jets and helicopters. I think those were way too ridiculous. But at the same rate, they were pretty awesome DLCs. So John thinks that they could go with parts 3 and 4. And if that were to happen, wouldn't it be interesting if Rockstar did them in the same month as well? June and July. Now, I think this would be great for a few reasons. One, the DLC itself sounds fun, but also in June and July, pretty much all you guys that are in school are either on summer break or summer vacation, meaning you have more time to play GTA with your friends, you have more time to get online, and I think it's just a really nice time for Rockstar to announce and release an update. So would it be cool? Absolutely. I think that would be amazing. Do I likely see it happening? Probably not, but who knows what Rockstar has planned. Maybe it'll just be Summer of Adversary modes. At this rate, that's probably what it'll end up being, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out. But anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be answering in this week's Q&A. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I also apologize for it being a day late. I'm moving, as you can probably tell if you follow me on any of my social media, so it's kind of been crazy throughout the past few days. But like I said, if you did go on and enjoy, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.